Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. Happy Monday. What's going on, guys? Hope your day is off to a raging start. So what's going on this morning and what happened this weekend? Well, kind of over the whole weekend we've had a pretty big retracement on most everything. BTC, Litecoins, yeah. So everything's kind of retracing. Now, as I talked earlier, and I caught a lot of flack for it, Ravencoin. So Ravencoin was trading way above its fundamentals. Fundamentals in the sense that nothing has changed. It was like this huge, massive pump. And I think Ravencoin's a great project. Like I said, I've mined it for over a year. And honestly, I sold most of mine on its way up, and I was waiting for a time to get back in. And that's what I was talking to people that are like, you're crazy, but you have to think about this. If it went to 7 cents and the current price this morning was like 4.8, there's people that have doubled their money and they're just going to do it again. So, it's trading way above its 50-day EMA, SMA, and you just have to recognize the inflation factor of Ravencoin. There's 7 million Ravencoins minted a day. And when you have that shift, there's a lot of people holding, but there's a ton of people dumping. And it's really just a matter of, can people consume the coins as fast as they're being minted or holding them? And the answer right now, I think, is no. This last run was very impressive. Will I start accumulating? Most definitely. So this drop was a pretty big drop. I don't know if it's going to bounce or if it's just going to keep dropping. Now, this goes back to what I've always talked about by chasing price. You don't chase price. You either decide to accumulate or not accumulate. That's just a better way of looking at it. So I would say at this point, I will start accumulating Raven. And if it keeps going down, so be it. I'll just keep accumulating as it goes down. But I told myself that when it retraced, I was going to get back in. So I might even throw my 1060s back on it. I got a couple 1060s still left in the farm, and I'm almost done with something, which I'll be updating very soon. Anyways, that is that. As far as dApps go, well, not a lot of new this weekend. I covered that on Blockhead News. If you don't already subscribe, check it out. I bust out weekly Blockhead crypto news every Sunday. Go over some news articles, things that are interesting, things that I find interesting, things that I think you might find interesting to stay up on the market. Now, the biggest thing really this weekend, Dragon Castle. So, Dragon Castle. So, as everyone knows, they listed it on Kiwi, but I thought Dragon Castle had a pretty decent economic structure. But at this point, I have 1,000 of them. I'll probably stop putting fresh TRX into Dragon Castle because here's the why. Because those mining incentives, by leveling up, that they offer the whales, that 50%, I tell you exactly what happened. Those whales leveled up, and then they started dumping on Kiwi, and then they dumped on everybody else. So always keep in mind with dApps that whales incentive is usually the platform coin. It's to exploit the platform coin. It's not necessarily to make divs. It's to exploit an arbitrage on the platform coin. And in this case, if you got to level 100 or whatever it is, you're getting a 50% mining bonus. So it was down last night. It was down to 4 coins. Now, with that being said, if you buy it on Kiwi, you don't get the EXP points, right? So I know this is a smart team behind Dragon Castle. I would expect that in additional games that experience will carry over and help you in some of their other games that they say they're going to make. I mean, I think they were going to do like an RPG style, like Zelda, something full-blown, you know, deal where you could go along collecting treasure and stuff. So one thing's for sure, the Dragon Castle team did a really good job putting it together. Even if in the way, you know, there's people fighting it on the Telegram saying, you know, they got a girl that strips and spins a wheel and bonuses, and it's a dragon that never dies, which is true, but they did a very good job at it, probably better than most anyone from a game standpoint. So yeah, you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see like Mortal Kombat for TRX, and you could bet. That'd be pretty dope. But yeah, that would be super cool. You could have rank. Oh man, it'd be awesome. Anyways, that's Dragon Castle. Tron Live. Those slots, I tell you, they're pretty awesome, but they gobble your TRX up. I mean, it's like chop. Yeah, the mining rate on it is horrendous. The divs are fantastic. The mining rate is horrendous. I did see that it was on Kiwi. I don't know if that's a real live coin or not, or if it's a scam coin, but just be careful if you're getting any OTC live right now. But the divs on live are 1-to-1 if you can get your hands on the coin, which, yeah, that's tough. So people are playing the crap out of the slots, and the ante holders are benefiting pretty decently from it. Like, I know there's been several 2 million TRX payouts to the ante holders. So this goes back to what I was talking about with TronBet, is as they add more platforms and add more partner dApps, the ante holders, man, I'm telling you, you're gonna I think you're gonna clean up, personally, if they keep this roadmap. Now, do I think TronBet needs to deliver on time a little more for more credibility? Yes. And I'm not fighting them. I'm just saying they need to be able to meet deadlines a little better. You just shouldn't announce stuff if you can't meet the deadline. And the only reason they're pre-announcing is to keep people interested. But I don't know, man. If I know someone's gonna deliver on a date like they're supposed to, then I don't know. That to me is integrity. And that's what we're learning, is integrity in crypto is very, very, very important. So yeah. But that's today's talk. Hope you have a great day. This is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.